Hello, welcome to Star Child Links. And today I'm going to do a reading that I'm not so sure how to go about it. But there are three options. One is star, another is lamp, and the final one is Hamsa. Okay, so let me show you these options. Star, lamp, it's pretty cool, huh? And the Hamsa. Ta-da! Okay, so wait, let me just double check and see if I'm getting messages. Yes, I am. Hi, Jordan. So yeah, the options were star. Hi, Zio. Yeah, so let me just do this again. Options are star, um, lamp, and last but not least, Hamsa. So take your pick. I'm going to tell you a story about each object, and I am. I may pick a card, I may not, but I'll definitely pick a poem. And this video is called the nudge, the final nudge. I think I named it that way because well, interpreting a poem is difficult as it is. Sometimes I'm just lucky with easy poems and it's fine, I do the video and then I can upload it. But sometimes I get stuck in between, and when I do get stuck in between, I need to, because I don't have any fancy equipment, I just have my phone and nothing fancy to really edit it. So if I make any mistake in in the flow, I just start from scratch, completely from scratch. This time I'm not going to have that option. So, anyway, here we go. Option one is the star. Okay, so there's a nice story behind this. Um, so, there's this tree out in my park. It's okay, your content is top notch either. Thank you, Zio. And plus, it's because of you that I'm doing this live reading. You did suggest that, and my initial response was like, maybe not today. But then the more I thought about it, the more I thought about the poem and everything, and the fact that I don't have a complete idea for the concept that I'm going to do today. Is just more free flow than I have ever done before. So the more I thought about it, the more I realized that my initial reaction to your suggestion was totally in fear. So I thought might as well push and just do what I'm afraid of and let's see what happens. So anyway, the star, right? So there's this tree in my park that's it's very fiery. I can just feel the energy from it. It spirals up and outward like that. If you were to lie down beneath it and just look up straight, you can see the branches are sort of spiraling like that. And it had a lot of dead branches, okay, but it had a lot of really flourishing ones too. And that made me think that this tree really lets go pretty fast. Like whatever branch does not have leaves on it is not contributing to it. It really lets go of that branch, stops giving nutrition to that, so that with time it just falls off. And I was like, damn, this tree is not cutting. It's definitely cutting a lot of corners with itself. Definitely letting go of the past. Like I wish I could. So I took some of its branches and made it into a star. And then I used pink and blue because if you guys have ever seen Steven Universe, there is this character. Uh, okay, I don't want to give spoilers or anything, but this particular character, Garnet, she is the one who made me think about true love and associate it with the colors pink and blue. So uh, basically, I took the branches, the dead branches, tied it with the threads of love. And my intention with this is to kind of take everything from the past and tie them together uh, with the intention of making my past work for me rather than having it pull me down. So, this is what this means. If you've picked this, what it means is that you've done something similar in your life to try and benefit from your past rather than, have sob stories about how it's brought you down. I'm sure you have a lot of that too, but then you don't dwell on that. That's the difference. You want it to work for you. You know there is gold, there is magic, there is something beautiful in the past. So anyway, that is the story of the star. And I think I will pick a card for you. So let's pick a card and see where you are now. For the people who chose the star. Came up upside down, but there you go. It is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is all about having stability. I think accepting your past, accepting all of the things that happened way back when, the good, the bad, the ugly, the embarrassing. Accepting all of that has given you something stable to stand on, you know, more stable than any education course, any job experience, any one thing. The totality of what you've experienced so far makes you very stable. Even though you're not a very earthy person, you're probably not very, very practical, but then you have a lot of experience to back you up. Okay. So that's you, but it came up upside down, so I just wanna see why. Okay, so it came up upside down because now is a time of dreaming. Two of Wands. I think what's happened is that yes, you've managed to come to a point where you feel kind of stable. You feel like your past is not really holding you back. But now you need to get your head out of there. Get your head out of, trying to heal your past, trying to search things from your past, trying to use things that you already know. Stop doing all of that and start thinking of what you will create from here on. So I think there's nothing to worry about. It's just gradual progression and it's great progression. So let me pick out a poem for you. This poem is gonna be something, alright. So the poem is from Sri Aurobindo's collection. I've printed out a couple. By a couple, I mean like 30 poems. Yeah, I'm crazy. Okay. Ooh. Ooh la la. Okay, you are going to love this. Um, your poem is called The Golden Light. Can you see that? Yeah, the golden light. Thy golden light came down into my brain, and the grey rooms of mid sun touched became a bright reply to wisdom's occult plane, a calm illumination and a flame. Okay. Thy golden light came down into my throat, and all my speech is now a tune divine, a paean song of thee, my single note. My words are drunk with the immortal's wine. Thy golden light came down into my heart, smiting my life with eternity. Now has it grown a temple where thou art, and all its passions point towards only thee. Thy golden light came down into my feet. My earth is now thy playfield and thy seat. Okay, so this is incredibly beautiful. It means that it's like you are a channel for divine inspiration and creativity. It's like there's golden light pouring down through you, settling into your brain, your throat, your heart, and down to your feet. When it comes into your brain, like when you feel these ideas of inspiration and things like that, then it feels like your otherwise ordinary mindscape has become sun touched. Um, and it seems that you are quite into the occult, into spiritual, you have a spiritual bent of mind. And when the golden light comes and touches your brain, it's like you've gotten a reply for all of your musings and wonderings about the world, the universe, life, um, music, art, paintings. And and it's like a calm illumination in your brain. You you slowly and quite beautifully come into your realizations, which is great. The golden light come into my throat. So this is about the way your voice changes, your words change when you begin to kind of digest what you've realized, and the words that come out, the poetry you write, the stuff you just write about, like prose, whatever. The kind of words you use, the kind of language you speak is just it has that touch of divinity in it. It has that you sound amazing to people. You sound like, someone who has divine inspiration. Thy golden light came down into my heart, smiting my life with thy eternity. So when it comes down into your heart, so it's a kind of settling in, and I think it'll take time for this divine inspiration to work through your body. It's easier to think about stuff. It's much harder to speak in that manner and behave from the heart, be in that manner. And when it comes down to your heart, you're going to change. You're going to change into somebody who is like the enlightened version of yourself. And when I say enlightened, I just mean not that you're going to lose your sense of self or individuality. I think when a person is enlightened, their sense of individuality and personality becomes even stronger. But it the difference is between just people with strong personalities and an enlightened person. The difference is that the enlightened person will feel connected, will kind of know that they are a certain way, and it is perfect for them to be a certain way because it's like they are part of a piece of the spiraling fractal of life, if you get what I mean. So, it's like you will be more you than you've ever been before. But you'll be that person in such a way that you'll feel connected to the whole. You'll feel like this is right where I'm supposed to be. This is right how I'm supposed to be. I'm doing great. I'm not perfect, but I feel great. I feel connected to the divine. It's kind of like that. The golden light came down to my feet. Earth is now my playfield. Oh, well, thy playfield. So when it comes down to your feet, and this is the most important part, that's when you feel in tune with the things that you do, the choices that you make. You don't have to like wait around and look for signs to come. You will feel it within you. You'll feel like, oh, this is the right thing to do. I don't need to look for signs. I don't need to, check out another pick a card reading. I just know what to do. So that is the poem, and that is the message for Star. So anyway, moving on, we have the lamp. Okay, the story behind this lamp is that so my friend went to Jerusalem and he got a bunch of stuff. I didn't ask for anything, but this was one among the things that he's got. The Hamsa is also from Jerusalem and he got it. And I just chose this. I had the first choice, so I chose this. And the thing is, there's more to this. So how do I put this in a way that you guys will understand? Because so I used this in a lot of rituals that I did, because I wanted to feel like I wanted to feel like this. I wanted to feel like there's some kind of a genie within me, and if I speak to it, if I rub it or open it or whatever, it'll just flow out all my wishes. So anyway, so there's this black flow incense that I put in here, but then it didn't quite fit in here. Okay, so I had to put paper around it so that it sat in right. And the paper that I put had the words source / the Great Spirit. Okay, so I put that in because I wanted like a wish from the Great Spirit, something like that. I wasn't quite sure where I was going with it, but then I had the backflow incense in this thing with that piece of paper with the words source, Great Spirit. And it didn't quite go the way I wanted to. The backflow incense, the smoke started spilling everywhere, not just from the spout. It didn't look the way I wanted to, but it was fine. But at the end of it, when I opened the piece of paper, what I saw was source had been the paper had been mangled a bit, okay, because of the wetness from the smoke. And what I got was yours, the Great Spirit, because the S and the S was kind of taken out. And then I don't know, it's weird to say, it that way, but when I saw that, it made me feel like, you know, it made me feel like it was a message from the Great Spirit saying that I'm yours. Tell me, you know. And I thought that was great. So I feel like if you've picked the lamp, then literally your wish is God's command. Okay. So let that just sink in. You really have the power, you really have the, yeah, you really have the whatever it takes to wish on something and make it happen. Okay. Okay, so interestingly, the card that just popped up right now was the Nine of Swords. And if you look at this, there's like this gray spiral with black birds, and this one has its sights up here, but then there's a black bird right at his head. Is it a he? Yeah, it's a he. And you know, he's carrying a sword in order to strike the birds. So I feel like you guys are also pretty controlling about your thoughts. You get kind of paranoid. You you probably do know that, you know, your thoughts create things. You can make things happen. You can wish for something and it will actually come true. And that scares you because you know what happens in your mind. You know your thoughts. You know the kind of things that go through your head. And it scares you. You think that maybe that is going to happen as well. So let us see. How do we combat this? Oh, and the fact that it's a spiral. So once you get started, the thing is, you keep going in a loop for a long time. But the thing is, all you need to do is take care of the bird on your shoulder. Not really this spiraling mess, just the bird on your shoulder. Okay. And I'll just take a poem right away because I think all you needed to do was hear that message from the cards. Okay. Oh, so the cards gave you a sort of warning, like what not to pay attention to. And the poem, on the other hand, is something awesome for you to definitely put your attention to. It is called life. Okay, life. Mystic miracle, daughter of delight. Life, thou ecstasy. Let the radius of thy flight be eternity. On thy wings thou bearest high glory and disdain, Godhead and mortality, ecstasy and pain. Take me in thy wild embrace without weak reserve, body dire and unveiled face, faint not life nor swerve. All thy bliss I would explore, all thy tyranny, cruel like the lion's roar, sweet like the springtide bee, like a titan I would take, like a god enjoy, like a man contend and make, revel like a boy. More I will not ask of thee, nor my fate would choose. King or conquered, let me be, live or lose. Even in rags I am a god, fallen I am divine. High I triumph when downtrod, long I live when slain. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, so from this poem, what I gather for you guys, combining the message of the lamp, the message of the cards, the Nine of Swords, and this poem, what I gather is that you guys really make a lot of things happen in your life. You have great magnetism and attraction power. But the thing is, you are stopping yourself quite a lot and you are attracting things that you are afraid of quite a lot. It's just because of misdirected attention. You need to focus your attention on life. Mystic miracle, daughter of delight. Life, thou ecstasy. And then there is glory and disdain, Godhead and mortality, ecstasy and pain. So this makes me think that what the universe or the Great Spirit is trying to tell you is that you you need to just open yourself up to the fear, to the pain, to the disdain, to the glory, to mortality, to greatness of, godlike greatness, to ecstasy, because that is life. Life is about all of these things, and all of them together is beautiful. It's a beautiful ride. Take me in thy wild embrace. Life is a wild thing. You can choose and you can try to control your thoughts and make sure that you live a safe life. But I think in your heart of hearts, you don't want a safe life. You want that wild embrace of life, right? Without weak reserve, body dire and unveiled face, faint not life nor swerve. Yeah, this is. I think all you have to do is strengthen your resolve a bit and, you know, just tell yourself, sure, life will probably throw at you all the things that you're afraid of, and it's fine. You can deal with it. All thy bliss, all thy tyranny, I would explore. You need to open yourself up, because if you don't open yourself up to pain, you probably won't open yourself up to bliss either. Because right now, all your focus, when you focus on fear, when you focus on the things that you're afraid might happen, embarrassment, um, disdain, mockery, whatever it is, that's up in your head. If you focus on that, then what's going to happen is uh, it's going to spiral. It's going to be just more and more of that in your head, and you'll be trying to battle it. And most of the time, you'll be wasting your thoughts on battling it. Whereas if you just let it go and think that, okay, such and such thing is there, and I'm afraid that I might attract that into your life, then fine. If that is going to come into my life, so be it. And then you free yourself up for other thoughts to come into your head. Thoughts of bliss, for example. Cruel like a lion's roar, sweet like a springtide bee. You know, the cruelest of things and the sweetest of things, welcome it into your life. It will certainly make you richer for it. Certainly um, fill your life with a lot of stories to tell the younger generation. Like a titan I would take, like a god enjoy, like a man content and make, rebel like a boy. I really love that line. That is amazing. Like a titan I would take, you know. Um, really go for life. Open yourself up and go for it. Take what you will from the world, because you have this awesome attraction power. You have this awesome power to uh, stick your hand in the honey jar of life and take what you want. So go for it. Do all of that. Take like a titan. And like a god, enjoy. Like as if nothing would ever happen to you. Like as if there is no predator out there to steal your joy. Like a god, enjoy your life, okay? Like a man, contend and make. When hardship comes into your life, like a man or a woman, like a man, contend with it, just deal with it and make the best out of it. Revel like a boy. I like the last line a lot. Revel like a boy. Okay. More I will not ask of thee. Don't ask more from life. I mean, what more can you ask from life? And don't try to choose your fate, try to have it uh, more painless or, or more painless. What is that? King or conquered, let me be. Whether you win or lose, let it be. Just take what life gives you. Live or lose. Even in rags, I am God. Fallen, I am divine. High I triumph when downtrod. Long I live when slain. You're part of the whole. You are an extension of God. All of us are. No matter where you are in life, you are still divine. You could be a gardener, and you could still be completely connected. You could be a janitor. You could be a NASA scientist. I don't know, whatever. That's the only thing that's coming into my head right now. You can be a king, a queen, a president. It doesn't matter as long as you're connected to the divine. As long as you see life as this beautiful music that's coming your way, like a visceral kind of music coming your way, with all kinds of emotional points to it, all kinds of ups and downs here and there, and just take it all in. I think you'll have fun with it. Not just fun, I think you'll laugh, cry, bleed, die a little. And I think that's fine. I think that's the richness of life. And I think all you need to do is really prepare yourself for it. Prepare yourself for it in the sense, um, just take time out to really enjoy life. That's the only kind of preparation you need. Anyway, so that is done for number 2. And next, we've got the Hamsa. So the Hamsa is also from Jerusalem. My friend went there, got this souvenir. I took the blue one because it reminded me of, water, and I'm such a watery person, and it kind of made sense. And plus, the fishes feel more at home in there. And I had seen the symbol around a lot, but I haven't quite read about it until I got this. And then when I got this, I realized that when it's positioned like this is all about making your dreams come true, like the hand of God giving you blessings, that sort of thing. And upright like this, it's kind of like a symbol of protection. It is out here to protect you from the evil eye, from the jealousy of others, or just ill intent, I guess. And there's a lot of Hebrew shit on it. I have no idea what that's about. I love the eye here. I love the sun-like thing, and I love the flowers. Makes me think of spirituality, awareness, the solar plexus, boom, this is me kind of thing, and the flowers for beauty. So I thought, this is awesome. And this is Hamsa. And what I don't like it as a keychain. What I really want to do is make a necklace out of it and walk around like that. So I can feel like, the hand of God is right here with me. It's going to bring everything I want into my life. And that sort of thing. So, anyway, so if you guys have picked the Hamsa, oh, sorry. Karenina, hey, made it. Uh, Pick three already resonating. Okay, awesome, cool. Um, yeah, so if you picked three, what it means is that, you have friends in high places. And you have people that'll help you manifest things in life. You have, you may not understand it, but, through connections, through um, emotional connections and attachments that you never really realized, like channels of energy, things will just flow into your life. So let us pull out a card. Okay, I'm getting it. Yeah. Page of Swords. So, Page of Swords is this awesome angel lady with a little baby swan, a little white baby swan. And there's like darker swans below. And I think, so when I look at this, I think that this lady has been through a lot. She has had a kind of past that's full of things that she regretted, but then you see there's a white swan there. Can you focus on that? There's a white swan there with this flower, and it's not a sunflower, it's something else. But this makes me think of, you know, it's been full of regret, but then you've accepted what's happened in your past, and then you found such beauty, okay? And if you see the lady, she still has the dark clothes on her, but then there's still a kind of mark from your past. um, you know I could probably spout a number of maybe daddy issues, mommy issues, family was never there for you, friends who betrayed you, blah blah blah, so many things. Okay, you could have had any one of those or maybe all of those, and it's changed you. It's made you kind of mellow. It's made you kind of uh, serious, more serious than you would have been. You were probably nothing like that before, when you were a kid or something. But now there's this baby swan born, and it is completely white. And you have these white wings also, because, you're someone who is bright, you know, when, as a spirit, as a soul that was born on earth, you're someone who is very bright, very full of light, full of energy and enthusiasm. You've kind of toned down, you've gotten muted because of the experiences in your past, even though you've accepted it, even though you found your beauty in it, it still left a sort of mark. But then with this little swan here, you are finally coming to a point where things are very different for you. The future is looking brighter. Your future is looking much more promising. And do you see that there's like quite a bit of gold in her feathers? Is this, yeah, quite a bit of gold on her feathers, and it's definitely looking bright for you. and you're really taking care of this new baby swan. And what this means in your case is like a new way of thinking, a brighter way of being. Uh, it's like you're nursing this whole new you. Okay, and let me take another card for that can represent the baby swan. You love this. Nine of Cups, bliss. Yeah, look at that. The one guy, uh, merman thing, bending over this one cup that has it all and getting all of the ecstatic juices from it. So the Nine of Cups is the card of bliss, it's the card of dream the ultimate dream, exactly. Okay, so this is about, yeah, you have come to a point in your life, and I really must congratulate you because it's the Page of Swords. It means you came through there from facing things, facing deception, lies, things that you told yourself that wasn't true any longer, things that you made yourself accept, things that you decided to not say or say. You might have decided to stand up for yourself at different points. Like, it's all to do with thoughts and decisions and realizations, and really doing a lot of introspection. So, you're an intelligent person, emotionally intelligent too. You've come to a point where um you've literally molded yourself back to your natural state, and at a point right now where you are going to be that person who is going after his or her bliss. So that is incredible. Self development and molding to the nth level, that's pretty cool. So let's take out a poem for you. A beautiful poem for the lady, and maybe a guy or whoever gets to see it later. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right. Oh, okay, so this one is called The Call of the Impossible. Okay. I love this. I love it so much. The Call of the Impossible. Our Godhead calls us in unrealized things, asleep in the wide fields of destiny, a world guarded by silence's rustling wings, sheltered by their fine impossibility. But quiver the cerulean gates. Close splendors look into our dreaming eyes. We bear proud deities and magnificent fates. Faces and hands come near from paradise. What shone thus far above is here in us. Bliss unattained, our future's birthright is. Beauty of our dim soul is amorous. We are the heir of infinite wideness. The impossible is a hint of what shall be. Door, mortal, the door to immortality. That is so cool. Okay, so yeah, interpretation time. The call of the impossible. So, you guys, you've literally the reason why you have this blessing, the God of hand with you, helping you out, making things happen for you, is because you picked yourself up from whatever situation that you were born into, whatever dark past you had to go through. You picked yourself up from there. You molded yourself into a better you. Whoa. Sorry, phone fell down. Sorry. I'm back. Okay, so you molded yourself into a better you, right? And at this point, yeah, I know, right? Hi, flower. And I'll try not to drop the phone again. So, anyway, oh shit, my glasses. So, you've molded yourself into a better you, and the God is pleased, or the divine is pleased. The angels around you, whatever you believe in, the yeah, mic drop. Everyone around you is really pleased by how far you've come, and they are more than willing to help you out, make your dreams come true. And since you have such a will, such there's something to say for the people who, yeah, Flower, since you popped up at this time, you are probably at the right place at the right time, hearing the right message. So anyway, uh, since you've done so much work on yourself, and that kind of journey makes you yearn for something more, makes you have this incredible desire for something more, for something big, for something, to justify all of the hurt there was before in your life. Like, it's like as if you have, when you're going on a swing, you swing back and you swing that much further, upwards. I hope I'm saying that right. But you get what I mean, right? As much as pain, as much pain or as much whatever dark thing you faced, um, in the future, it what's waiting for you is, hi Ingo. Yeah, what's waiting for you is that much bliss, enough to make up for everything that happened. Not that you hold any grudges or you're thinking in that way at all. But anyway, so interpretation time. A Godhead calls us in unrealized things, asleep in the wide fields of destiny. Okay, so the thing that you're wanting, I think what Godhead means in this poem is, the best version of you. The best version of you is sort of waiting for you to get there, um, guarded by silence's rustling wings. I think all you need to do is spend more time meditating, um, probably visualizing things when you meditate, because I know it's hard to stay still and just concentrate on your breath. But quiver the cerulean gates, close splendors look into our dreaming eyes. Uh, Part the cerulean gates, it means like it's kind of like the heavenly doors are opening for you. It is allowing you to, uh, it's kind of teasing you in a way. You probably get or will get signs and um, nudges from the universe going like, this way, dream bigger, that sort of thing. We bear proud deities and magnificent fates. I think you guys are into gods or goddesses. If not, definitely go for it, because this is the hand of fate, right? Hamsa, the hand of fate with you, because it's it's called that because it is a blessing of a god or a goddess or whatever. So you probably have a god or a goddess that you're attached to. If not, there is one in the future that you can develop a relationship with, and I suggest that you do that. Proud deities and magnificent fates. Your fate is going through the roof because you're working closely with a god or a goddess. You're doing their work. Faces and hands come near from paradise. Faces and hands come near from paradise. That is amazing. So I think maybe I should have kept the receipts of my trial so that I can have cashback guarantee on it. Flower, I think you do have a cashback guarantee on it, no matter what you think. I mean, the whole point of this is not to hold on to anything in your past, but know for sure that your future is incredibly promising and you're getting more than just a payback. Okay. Faces and hands come near from paradise. So I feel like you're going to get faces and hands. Faces and hands makes me think of people and their help. People in your life and their help will kind of feel God sent. What's shown thus far above is here in us. Uh, Finally, the things that you were dreaming, the things that you thought was too impossible for you, feels, just right here within you. You just have to do it. Bliss unattained, future's birthright is whatever bliss that was hard to reach for you is now your birthright. I mean, in your future. But yeah, beauty of a dim soul is amorous. We are the heirs of infinite wideness. I'm not exactly sure what this means. Beauty of our dim soul is amorous. Just saying that because right now things and people confuse me more than ever. Oh, I'm glad to help. I know how it is with other people, and like, you can't let it get you down. Sorry. Anyway, so beauty of a dim soul is amorous. I think um, I think there's just a call here to indulge more in the beauty of life, in a kind of lust for life. Not lust, well, love for life. And it's cool. And the impossible is the hint of what shall be mortal to the door, mortal the door to immortality. So, this one, the impossible is a hint of what shall be. You may not know what exactly is going to happen, but the impossible is your hint. It's going to be something that you never thought would happen in your life, even at this point right now. Even at this point where when you're thinking to yourself, oh, I think I can try to make this happen, or I could try to make that happen, it is going to be more than whatever you thought right now. Mortal, the door to immortality. I think you are going to be the door to something that is going to last forever. So I don't think your dream has to do just with you. It has to do with a lot of people. It has to do with future generations. It has to do with the impossible. So, anyway, I am going to leave it at that. That concludes this live session. The star, the lamp, and Hamsa. It is so great to have you guys here. Have a nice day. Pile 3 was amazing. Sure was. Sure was. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. It's so nice to do this. It's been such a long time since I've done a live reading, and although I was scared about it because, I'll be reading poems and stuff, weird things. But it was nice. Oh, thank you guys. I'll do this again and we can meet again and it'll be fun. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye. I can't. Yeah. Bye. Thank you. Always welcome.